neighborhood, the Street Art Festival.
Yes.
Gabi, what's all going to be taking place?
So tomorrow we will be having our street art, or our street party, really, for the first annual Paint It Back Street Art Festival in Main Avenue. So we are blocking off the streets right in front of the Toyota building where we've been working. And we've set up an area on the back side of the building where we'll have, we're going to have Josh Mooseman of the Stockwells. He's playing music from 7 to 10 in the evening. And then during the day, so the event, I should say, starts at 10 a.m. It runs from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And we're just inviting the community to come and meet the artists, check out all the different walls and all the different art. We have two very large 8-foot by 8-foot wood freestanding walls that we had built. Worms Construction did that for us as a sponsor. And we are going to have spray paint and different kinds of painting materials so that kids or whoever wants to try to paint, they can also like get their chance to use some spray paint and see what it's like. So we'll have that going on, and then it will have music playing throughout the day. We have food trucks that are going to be coming there. We have just all kinds of different things, and really we just want to invite the community to come out and help us celebrate this massive art project that we did.
So how did this all come about?
Okay, well, it came about, so as I'm not sure if people know, but I have an art studio which I'm converting into an art gallery on 83 Main Avenue. So I spend a lot of time on Main Avenue, and I've looked at the Toyota building for years now and have always thought it was the perfect sort of canvas for something art related. And then when I met Chris, and obviously we're together and just sort of knowing his talents and what he's capable of doing, I was like, this would be an incredible opportunity. So I proposed to the Sawmill Board in May. I was like, you know, I've watched that building and I've watched it just kind of sit there and, you know, waiting for something to happen with it. And I just kind of thought, well, if we're just going to have it sitting there, what if we just did something with the outside? What if we painted it? I was kind of inspired by an area in Miami called Wynwood, where if you go to that neighborhood, like every single surface, every building has murals on there. And there's even an area called Wynwood Walls, which is you pay $12 and you go into this area of just buildings that they have murals, and every year those murals are, I think the installations are maybe 6 months, and they're constantly changing those murals, and that actually drives tons of traffic, and they get lots of visitors from all over the world. So it was kind of like all of these little pieces in my brain, and they finally came together, and it was like this big light bulb, you know, went off. And so I proposed that to the Sawmill that we could have like our own little mini Wynwood walls. So the concept is we're painting all of these walls, but then next year we're going to paint them again and have different artists. We'll have some of our same artists on our roster, and we already have artists from like Denver, Colorado, St. Louis, more Los Angeles people, more New York people who want to come and paint, have the opportunity. So that's super exciting. And I think that keeps it fresh, that keeps it evergreen. It basically makes a free public outdoor art gallery for our community, which I hope will not just attract local visitors, but attract people from the surrounding area to come and check it out.
Again, visiting with Gabi Torres about the Street Art Festival coming up tomorrow. Now, I've driven by there a couple of times. Yeah. Pretty wide variety of the various different portraits up there. Tell us a little bit about the artists who are here this year.
So we have 9 artists, myself, Chris Shannon. We have 3 from out of town, so Wes Abarca, Ed Perot. So Wes is from LA, Ed Perot is from New York, and then we have Elliot Kurtz, who is a Clinton native but now lives in Los Angeles. So they all traveled to be able to, you know, paint these walls with us. And then locally we have Brandon Price, we have Jason Dollard, we have James Demick, Derek Jewell, and I hope I'm not missing anyone. I think that might be everything.
It is a wide variety, and you have put in a lot of work in the last week and a half.
Yes.
And what's it been like the last couple of days?
Well, it's been hot. However, honestly, it's people, you know, I think what has been the most striking thing, sort of just for personally for our, like Chris and I when we are there, because we've been at that building basically since the 16th at night, like I was telling you before we went on air. And we have been putting 15-hour days daily since then. But I have to tell you, has been so incredible is the amount of people who drive by. Firstly, the traffic, the increase in like actual traffic of people driving by, it's incredible. Yesterday was just virtually a parade of cars. It just didn't stop, and it was amazing. And the other amazing thing is that people are so generous and so supportive. Like they'll just drop off Gatorade, they drop off ice. We got popsicles. We have it's been absolutely amazing, the outpouring of support from young people to people who are retired and drive by, and they just love it, and they love seeing something happen in that area and with that building in particular. Because if you're born and raised in Clinton, you know that building. That's part of our identity. And so to see it be revived, I think makes everybody feel excited. Like things are on, I don't want to say the upswing, because I always think we're on the upswing, but like it's just nice to see that kind of energy be infused into that part of town.
Appreciate your time. I know you got to get back up there.
I have a lot of painting to do still.
Just a couple more minutes here
sure,
with you.
Of course.
What's going on with you right now? You mentioned you're up on Main Avenue.
Yeah, so with me personally, I have a lot going on right now. It's a really busy time. Obviously, we have our Paint It Back project, which has been amazing and very, it's just, we came up with this idea, Chris and I, in May, and it's August. So that is a very short amount of time to put on a festival of this size. I also have my Wildness project with Clinton County Conservation, which is a wonderful partnership and collaboration where I will be making my own paints and inks and dyes out of natural materials like berries and leaves and foraging. Jessica Steiness is my partner in crime with that, and she's been amazing. So we're going to hit that pretty hard after the festival kind of wraps up. And I have an art show going up in September at the River Arts Center. So and in my space currently, I am converting 83. It will just be a permanent art gallery. So currently my building is under renovations, so certain things have to finish up, and then I'll have that art gallery. And then I have a different studio, so I upgraded. I needed a bigger space where I could make bigger messes. So now I'm at a much bigger shop where I can just sort of, my landlord is so lovely, he even lets me paint the walls and spray paint in there. So it's a pretty good setup.
If people want to find out more information, I would imagine social media.
Yeah, so right now I would say find social media, Gabi Torres, my Facebook page. I've been promoting it a lot. I know Chris has as well, Chris Shannon. We do have a website for this organization in the festival, paintitback.org, and that we will be updating very soon once we wrap up the festival. We have a lot of t-shirts and merch. I'm wearing one now.
Yeah.
It's bespoke. I've painted on it. But we're going to have t-shirts for sale. We have a merch table on Saturday where we have totes that I am also hand painting. We have t-shirts, and some of those the artists will sign, I think we have 10 of those that they're signing. And then we'll have little koozies, and people have already been asking for us to set aside shirts for them. So I want everyone to know that even if you don't get a shirt on Saturday, we will have them available for order after the festival on our website, paintitback.org. And by buying those shirts, you are absolutely supporting our organization and making it possible for us to do this again next year. Also, if there are any building owners out there who want to participate and have their building be a public art gallery for our community, please contact me, Gabi Torres. Find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram, find me in town at the coffee shop, and let me know, because the more art we can put on our walls in our community, the better it is for everyone, in all ways, economic development for sure, and also just our sense of civic pride. So
appreciate you coming in so much again. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. everything's get started. Looks like the weather's going to be pretty nice for you. Temperatures drop down to the low 80s, so that'll be good. And again, the Stockwells.
Yeah, the Stockwell,
7
to 10. Yeah, right. Come on down. BYOB, bring your lawn chairs, bring your coolers, and come help us celebrate Paint It Back.
All right, Gabi, thank you.
Thank you.
Checking the weather now, brought to you by Air Control.
We are tracking a slightly cooler day, but still going to be warm and plenty muggy. And we'll even see some scattered showers and thunderstorms at times. Temperatures near 90 degrees today and feels like temperatures in the mid-90s. A few storms this evening and then partly cloudy with temperatures